Hello guys, welcome to another video. This is Anirudh here. And in this video, we're going to be going through how we'll import market data from Yahoo Finance API. So Y Finance is an API which is able to get real-time market data from the Yahoo Finance webpage. So this is the Yahoo Finance webpage, and we can just search up any random stock over here, let's say Microsoft. So you get certain measures over here, let's say previous close price, open price, the bid price, asking price, and there's a lot of data over here. So what Y Finance does is you can get all of these data into, let's say, your collab environment so that you can do some calculations over it and assess whether to buy a stock or sell a stock, when to buy, when to sell, so on and so forth. So let's get started with installing Y Finance. And let's import Y Finance. Import Y Finance as YF. Now, what you want to do is you want, let's say you pick a particular stock, Microsoft, as I mentioned before. So let's say data is equal to YF dot ticker of MSFT. So this is the code name for the Microsoft stock, and ticker is sort of the code name that is given for all these stocks. So the ticker for Microsoft is MSFT. So let's just put MSFT over here. So we have the data of Microsoft stock inside this. And now let's say data.info. So you get some info about the Microsoft stock. Yeah, there's a lot of info here about Microsoft stock, the address, so on. It's a technology company and a brief summary. Oh, you also have how many employees are there and the top company officials, starting with Satya Nadella. Oh, you have his total pay, which is around $8 million per annum. That's insane. Okay, so here you get a lot of information about the stock. So now if you want a particular measure from all of these components, you can just say, let's say you want 52-week change. Yeah. So it's a very tedious process to go through all of this and search where 52-week changes. So you can just say data.info of 52-week change, and you'll get the 52-week change alone. So you can do this as well. Now let's say data dot splits. This indicates how often the stocks have multiplied. So after every 2 to 3 years or so, it has been multiplied by a factor of 1.5 or 2 predominantly. So that is another measure. Now, if you want to check the major shareholders in Microsoft, you can say data dot major holders, and you get the percentage owned by different entities. So you have insiders, as in the employees who hold 0.0, a very minute amount. Institutions hold a major amount of about 73%. Moving on. Now, if you want to see the major, you want the names of institutions, you can say data dot insider roster holders. Okay. So these are the insider people, as in the company employees who own the maximum amount of shares, starting with, okay, Satya Nadella has a lot of shares, almost 860,000 shares. Now, if you want to see which institution holds maximum shares in Microsoft, you can just say data or institutional holders. Yes. Enter. Yeah, no surprise here. It's always been Vanguard, BlackRock, and State Street that own major chunks of companies throughout the world. They have always been top three in every big company. Although it's not, these three companies are not very well known, but they own a major portion of our world. Now, if you want to check the dividends that that shareholders have gotten over the years, let's say data dot dividends. Yes. So it started with 8 cents per share, and now it is at about 75 cents per share. Wow, that is quite the growth. And this is per share. Now, let's say you want some financials data dot. So let's see what all functions are available. So let's just say data dot, and you get all of these functions. So, well, let's just say balance. Let's go with balance sheet. And, mm, get inside our purchases. Okay, what does this do? Um, earnings, cash flow, capital gains, balance sheet. Yes. So you have the balance sheet over here. You can also say data dot cash flow. So these are various parameters, you know, that are used when deciding whether to invest in a stock or not. So you can look at how much debt a company has, amount of free cash flow, um, and the amount of, you know, volume, how much volume of the company stock has been traded in the near past. And if you want to look at the history of stock prices, you can say data dot history, uh, and you have to mention a time period. Let's just say maximum for now. So yeah, you can see that it started with just 5 cents. Now it's at $426. That's quite the progression. And now let's give a period of the last 1 year. Uh, then okay, sorry. Yeah, yes. So the last 1 year has grown quite significantly. It's very evident just looking at the start of the year and the end of the year. So overall, Microsoft has had a great year so far. Now, if you want to mention a specific range, you can just say start is a particular value, and you can also give an ending value. Let's say start is 2000, 2010, 04, 05, and you want it till December of 2012, 31. Yes. So you get this information also. So that is another parameter that you can give into the data dot history variable. And then now, oh, I forgot to mention, you can also give an interval over here. So interval is 1 month. So you'll get a monthly, split. So during, I think it's June, sorry, it's May. So at May it was 23, 19, 17, so on, ended at $21. Now let's say you have a bunch of, stocks. Let's say stocks equal to, yeah. So you can store this in a variable stocks. Now you can say I have to download stocks. You can give the starting date as, let's say, 2019, just before COVID, and end date, let's say, just after COVID, around 2021 or 2022. Let's say 2021, 12, yeah. Yes. Okay, sorry. Got to- Yeah. So now you get every stock's opening and closing from this time period to this time period. You could have also specified, period. Let's see what we get. 1, 8:16. Yeah. Um, right. So this is the Greenwich Standard Time and not the Indian Standard Time. So time in UK. 8:17. Okay, right. So 8:16. Right. So if you run it again, you will get price right now. So this was just a brief about Y Finance and what it can do to assist you in your investing decisions. Y Finance offers a lot more of metrics, and you can always look at the Y Finance documentation. And here you get, you know, a complete understanding of everything that it provides. So you can just go to the API reference, and here you have subtopics, and under this you have a lot of metrics. So in case you're looking for some specific metric, you can go search it up here. Let's say we had used institutional holders. Let's say you want analyst price targets. You can just see here, you can see how to use it. You can just implement it here. So it says ticker.analyst underscore price underscore targets, and it is a type dictionary. It returns a type dictionary. So you can just go here, just showing an example of how to, you know, use the API reference. So this is how it is. So ticker is our stocks, you know, keyword. So data is our ticker, as you see in here. This MSFT data stores the MSFT ticker. Now let's go down. Data dot analyst price targets. Analyst price targets. Yes. So now you can just run this. You can see currently it's at 421.5. Um, Analysts predict that the lowest is going to be the switch, the highest, the mean, and the median. So that's all for this video. Thanks for watching.